Welcome to the April 2018 Progress Report demonstration of the HAR to CAM Web Conversion Project. The first deliverable for this month's Progress Report references Deliverable 4, Accounts. Note: Facilities has been moved under the Accounts deliverable and corresponding menu. This month completes the remaining tasks in Deliverable 4. Task 4.8 is the ability to view facility audit history. Task 4.9 is the ability to search and view individual accounts. Task 4.10 is the ability to view and edit individual account details. Task 4.11 allows attachments to be stored for individual accounts. Task 4.12 displays all transactions for an individual account. Task 4.13 is the ability to view, edit, and add new communications related to individual accounts. Task 4.14 is the ability to view audit history for individual accounts. Task 4.15 introduces parent corporations. Task 4.16 is the ability to view, edit, and add new parent corporations. Task 4.17 allows attachments to be stored for parent corporations. Task 4.18 is the ability to view, edit, and add new communications related to parent corporations. Lastly, Task 4.19 is the ability to view audit history for parent corporations. Task 4.8 is the addition of audit history for facilities. Here, we see the detail screen for a facility. The information related to facilities has been consolidated into a tabbed view. Each of the tabs was covered in the March 2018 Progress Report as tasks within Deliverable 4. In the upper right corner, there is an icon for Audit History. We will select the Audit History icon. Audit histories are always displayed in a new tab. This allows a convenient way to access the details and the audit history. Here we can see that the field of status for this facility was inactive and changed to active. We can also see the date on which this change occurred and the user that made the change. We are also able to export the list of changes to Excel by selecting the Excel icon in the upper right corner of any audit history screen. Task 4.9 is the creation of the individuals list screen. From Accounts, we can select the individuals menu item to view a list of individual accounts. This addition allows a separation between true facilities and individuals who often have debit memos tracked in the HAR system. We can use the fixed footer search for searching matches by columns, or use the table search for a broader search. To demonstrate Task 4.10, we will add an individual account by selecting the Create New button. When creating a new individual account, the only tab option is Overview. The status defaults to active. We must enter a first and last name and address. The other fields are optional. Now that we have saved an individual account, the related tabs are displayed along with the available credits and outstanding debt summary. As invoices are generated, these values will change from 0 to the sum of available credits and unpaid invoices tied to this individual account. We will select the Attachments tab to demonstrate Task 4.11. As with the facility attachments, we can view all attachments related to an account and add attachments. We will enter an attachment description and select the Choose File button. Navigate to the desired file and select it. Select the Open button. Select the Upload File button. The attachment record is added to the table. We are able to view the attachment by selecting the attachment description link. We can see when the attachment was uploaded and by which user. With appropriate security permissions, we can delete attachments as well. To demonstrate Task 4.12, we will select the Transactions tab. Since this is a new individual account, there are no transaction records. We can see the individual account number and name. We can also see the current available credits and outstanding debt summary. Once an invoice is added to the system under this individual, for example, a debit memo, then the transaction history would update, displaying the related debit memo. Next, we will demonstrate Task 4.13 by selecting the Communications tab. We see that one communication record was added after the individual was created. As with the facility communications, we can edit existing records, add new ones, and export all communications to Excel. Task 4.14 is the audit history for individual accounts. To view the history of changes to the individual account details, we will select the Audit History icon in the upper right. Here we can see that the FEID field was not entered when the account was created, but was added at a later time. We know this because the Changed From column is blank, and the Changed To column has a value. As with all audit histories, we can export to Excel. The last group of tasks in Deliverable 4 pertain to the addition of parent corporations. These are companies that may own and operate several hospitals or other medical facilities. Task 4.15 is the list screen for the parent corporations. By creating a parent corporation, you will be able to track groups of facilities in terms of their outstanding debts. We will demonstrate Task 4.16 by selecting the Add New button. By default, the status is set to active. The current credit and debt summary is 0, as this is a new parent corporation with no associated facilities. After filling out the information, we will select the Save button. Now, we can assign a facility to this parent corporation. We will select a facility. Here is a new optional field for Parent Corporation. The drop-down is populated with active parent corporations. After selecting the parent corporation, we will save the facility. Now, we can return to the parent corporations. We will select the parent corporation. We can see that the facility is now listed in the table of associated facilities. For each associated facility, we can see the number of invoices in collections or write-off status, as well as the status of the facility, and if the facility has a bankruptcy date. From here, we can also view the details of each of the associated facilities by selecting the facility number in the table. The available credits and debts for the parent corporation are a sum of all credits and debts of the associated facilities. Now we will select the Attachments tab, which is Task 4.17. We can add an attachment the same way we would for a facility or individual. Now, we can view the Communications tab to demonstrate Task 4.18. To create a new communication record, we will select the Add New button. After we fill out the basic communication information, we will select the Save button. We are now given the ability to add attachments related to our communication. For example, if you have an email message you would like to upload into the system, the attachment uploaded will display within the communication record as well as the Attachments tab. Parent corporations also have audit histories, which is Task 4.19. Here we can see the addition of the facility and the change in the available credit and outstanding debts. This occurred when we selected this parent corporation on the Shands Jacksonville Facility Details screen. In April, we completed 3 additional tasks from Deliverable 5. Task 5.3 is the conversion of a single flare association to support multiple invoice sub-items. Task 5.4 is a new view for the credit invoices that are generated through overpayment or adjustments to existing invoices. Task 5.5 is a new view for credit invoices that are created from true-up adjustments. In Task 5.3, we replaced the set of flare drop-downs with an associated table to support multiple rows of related invoice data. To make changes to flare information, select the Amount hyperlink. Each flare drop-down displays multiple pieces of information. For example, Object Code shows the object code and the related object code title. Each of the drop-downs have tooltips that explain the order of information, which can be accessed by hovering over the label. In this demonstration, we will update the AR by selecting the AR drop-down menu. As there are multiple GL codes to choose from, we can narrow our search by typing in the box. We will select the appropriate GL code. Now, we will select the Save button. To demonstrate Task 5.4, we will look at an invoice that was created from an overpayment. Here we can see the Created By states overpayment with a link to the invoice that was overpaid. We can see that the amount of the credit is $23,705. Of that, $14,957 have been applied to other invoices. This leaves a credit balance of $8,748. The credit is currently marked as available. In general, credits that have been created less than 45 days ago are unavailable for use. This is to ensure that an overpayment via check clears. With the correct security permissions, this can be overridden to make a credit immediately available for use. In the Credit and Refund Information section, we can see that the credit is related to a specific deposit number, check number, and invoice number. Each of these is hyperlinked and will open the related information. In the Amounts and Flare Information section, we can see the 2 invoice items created. One is for the overpayment, and the other is for the credit. This is done so that related deposit slips can display any changes needed to move funds in Flare as appropriate. To demonstrate Task 5.5, we see a PMATF invoice created by a true-up adjustment that has a negative invoice amount. Here we can see that the PMATF invoice has a status of adjustment credit. This helps differentiate credits from true-up adjustments and credits created from overpayment or manual adjustments to invoices. Similar to regular true-up adjustment invoices, this displays the invoice details, invoice actions, true-up adjustment information, and facility financials. In the next progress report, we will demonstrate how applying credit and refund tracking works. This concludes the progress report demonstration for April 2018. Thank you.